Okay, so now we're going to change the fuel filter on my 2016 Skoda Octavia. This is a Mk3 Octavia built between 2012 and 2019. You should look something like this. So I've got all my tools arranged here. Got the diesel because we are going to have to take all the diesel out of the container for the fuel filter before putting fresh clean diesel in. That's the proper way to do it. I've also got some absorbent towels. We've got this which we're going to put on the road surface underneath the vehicle just to avoid upsetting any of the local residents. Also got a bag here ready to take the old fuel filter once, and that's a proper sealed bag that won't leak, to take the fuel filter once it's removed. But we've also got this diesel pump to extract the diesel from the pump, etc. I've got a torque wrench here for doing them up to 5 Newton meters later when we need to. So to start with, let's remove the bolts. Okay, and you need to be extra careful removing this one here. It's quite easy to drop. Okay, do not panic, you are going to look at a little bit of diesel coming away when you do this. That's okay. And it just pulls off like that. So now what we're going to do is pump all of the diesel that was in there into this container here. Okay, what we're going to need is a bungee just to hold that back while we do it. And then, just to make extra sure, I like to clean out the bottom of it, just to get it all out. Fresh filter. If you've got the control cable that will connect your computer to the car, you can actually put the diesel filter in without any diesel there, and then you can control the lift pump, which is near the diesel tank, to bring all the diesel up and prime the pump so it's full of diesel ready to go to the engine. However, I don't have that yet, and this video is aimed at people who don't have that kind of expensive equipment, so I'm going to be doing it one of the man on the street way. We're going to prime this with actual diesel from a jerry can. Okay, so I've got some jerry can there full of fresh clean diesel, and what I've found is you probably want to top it up to about a centimetre below those top kind of pips there. There you go, that should about do it. Drop the filter in. You might want to smear a little bit of fresh diesel on the seal just to be extra careful. So gently put it down. If you shove it straight in, you'll splash diesel all over your face. I'm sure we've done it once. Stick that down and then just gently top up a little bit more. You've got to be too careful about it because the engine is self-priming. But the reason you've got to do that is there's only so much that self-priming will do. It won't fill up an entire empty fuel filter cavity. Okay, you have got to give it a bit of a helping hand. Okay, now you have got to be really careful putting this lid back on. It's very, very sensitive to the tightness. So you obviously push it back on. That hole in there engages with air. You just push it on. Okay, push it down, and it's ready to go. And you can see here it says 5.1 Newton meters. So what you need to do is do them up gently without tightening them first in a star formation. There we go. So now what you need to do is you need to torque them up. Now the way to do that is you will need, as I said, a specialist torque wrench. Most regular torque wrenches will not go down to 5 Newton meters, which is the strength of this, which is what you need to do these two. Now, it's very tempting to get your torque wrench straight out, set it to Newton meters, find 5, there we go, that's 5 Newton meters, and get on with it. However, you may regret that. These torque wrenches that have very low torque settings, they need to be warmed up. Obviously not physically warmed up, they need to be kind of broken in a bit, I guess. And what you need to do is you need to find a bolt like this one here, which is clearly way more than 5 Newton meters, and then you need to use it on that just to check that it's operating correctly and give it a few goes, especially with a brand new one like this. So I've set it to 5. It's a 10mm socket, so you can see that's 5. If I turn it down a bit, that's about half, that's 4.5 now. Still going, it's about 4. There we go, so we'll take it back to 5. And again, it's got to be done in a star formation. Again. And all we'll do now is we'll just go and prime the engine, get it started. Okay, and all you need to do is just put the key in the ignition, hold it there with the temperature gauge going up, the fuel gauge going up. Wait for about 10-15 seconds.
Event detection recording.
And you'll notice it just turns over a little bit longer than normal. It starts absolutely fine. And then the next time you start it, It's nice and straightforward.
Start.
There we go. Hey guys, I really hope that was of help. Do please leave me a comment if it helped you, or if you found something that was a little bit different, or that you found a better way of doing, because this is a community, we want to help each other out. I've got a whole load more videos coming up on this Mk3 Octavia, including a cam belt, injector seal seating. Later on in the year, we've got the DPF swap as well as the turbo change. So there's a whole load of stuff going on this Octavia. Plus, I've got a whole load of Ford Focus stuff and a whole load of motorcycle stuff coming up as well. So loads more to come. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.